this video, I would like to continue solving problems that appeared in a mock ACT math test. This question talks about a person called Lynn. She spent $20.50 on 10 party favors. So the party favor for each kid with either a puzzle book or a magic trick. The boys each received a puzzle book that cost $1.75 each, and the girls each received a magic trick that cost $2.25 each. How many boys and how many girls attended the party? The first thing, let's determine the unknowns. So what are the unknowns? We have how many boys and how many girls. So we have two unknowns. So the first one is the number of boys. So let's call B equal to number of boys attended the party, and let's call G the number of girls attended this party. So in this case, we know that all the 10 party favors were distributed. This means that B plus G, and since each person, boy or girl, received one party favor, we know that B plus G is equal to 10. So this is basically the first equation. What about the second equation? So we know that every boy received a puzzle book which cost $1.75, and every girl received a one magic trick which cost $2.25. So the total cost is equal to the number of puzzles, which is equal to the number of boys. So the number of puzzles is equal to the number of boys, which is B, multiplied by the price of each puzzle, which is 1.75, plus the number of magic tricks, which is equal to the number of girls, since each girl received one magic trick, times the price of each magic trick. And we know that this is equal to the total cost, and the total cost spent is $20.50, which is equal to 1.75 B plus 2.25 G. And this is the second equation. So we have two equations and we have two unknowns, so we can easily solve this simultaneous equation. So what we can do is we can multiply equation 1 by 2.25 so that we can get rid of the unknown G. So what will happen? We will have 2.25 B plus 2.25 G equal to 10 times 2.25. This is times 2.25 because you have to multiply each term by the same amount, which is equal to 22.5. So now subtract from this equation 2. So we will have 1.75 B plus 2.25 G equal to 20.5. So this will be subtraction, and if you subtract, we have this, we'll go with that, it cancels out. 2.25 minus 1.75 is just 0.5 B, equal to 2.5. In this case, we can divide both sides by 0.5, divide this by 0.5, then you will have B equal to 25 over 5, which is equal to 5. So the number of boys is equal to 5, therefore we know that B plus G equal to 10, and G also is equal to 5. So the answer is A. Now let's see the second question. In this question, we have a soccer team who wants to order a new uniform. And it tells you that there is one-time setup charge of $50. And each uniform costs $23.5. Which of the following best describe the total cost for ordering uniforms for P players? So this is a function that maps, so the cost C is a function that maps the number of players P into C. So we can write it as C as a function of P. All right, so the initial cost, so when there's no players or no uniform made, we know that at the beginning, when P equal to 0, we have that C of 0, the initial value, is equal to $50. So we call this the initial cost, okay, which is basically here given as the one-time setup charge. So it's $50. Then when you have one uniform, so when P equal to 1, we have that C1 is equal to 50 plus the price of one uniform, which is 23.5. When P equal to 2, we have that C2 equal to, suppose you have two uniforms, you want to construct or make two uniforms, so you will have 50, the initial setup or the one-time setup charge, plus 23.5, the price of 1 times 2 players. So here we can call times 1, and so on. In this case, for a general P, number of players, CP is equal to 50 plus 23.5 times P. And the answer is C. The last question we have in this video. A line contains 2 points, 1, 2, and minus 2, 14. So something like that. Just a quick sketch. So you have 1 and 2, and you have minus 2 and 14. So it's clear that from this graph that the slope will be negative, okay? And we know from this slope, this line, that the y-intercept is positive. So you can quickly, from this sketch, exclude these two, this one for sure, and any positive slope. So we can exclude also this one. So it's either C or D. Okay. So now, which one is C or D? We have to do only, there's no need to actually waste your time to find the y-intercept. All what you need to do is to find the slope, and you're done, because these two slopes are different. This is one of the tricks of saving some time. So the slope is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so you can say that if you want that x1 and that's y1 and that's x2 and that's y2, in this case we have -14 minus 2. divided by minus 2 minus 1. That would be equal to 14 minus 2, which is 12, divided by minus 3, and the answer is minus 4. So the answer is D. That's it. However, suppose that this was also minus 4. What will you do? We need to find the general formula. So you need to say, okay, let the line equation given by y equal to mx plus b, and then we know that y equal to m is the slope minus 4x plus b. So let's pick a point which is 1 and 2. So when x is 1, we know that y is 2. So minus 4 plus b, so that will be equal to b equal to 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6, which is the same as the y-intercept here. Thank you.